Hi guys, my name is Jazz and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, I discuss everything fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. And if you are not subscribed, you should subscribe now. But here we are, it's the end of 2021. Honestly, I can't believe it. But I figured I would share my best beauty and makeup and skincare products of 2021. If you guys are new to my channel, you probably are not familiar. I didn't want this video to be redundant, but I also wanted to let you guys know like what you need to have or should get for the end of the year and kind of like my favorite products of the year. So if you're new, welcome. If you're old, I'm gonna be repeating a few things, but that's how you know that I am telling the truth and that you need to pick up these products. But anyways, let's just get started. So I wanted to start with fragrance. I've been getting into fragrance this year. Next year, one of my goals, I'm gonna partner with Simply Cora. If you're not following her channel, I'll put it down below. But I wanna get into some other, I guess, niche fragrances. I feel like since working at Sephora and like kind of always shopping at Sephora and just kind of being like a Sephora girl, I feel like I have every fragrance like there is in Sephora. Like I went on the wall the other day and I'm like, oh, I have that already. I'll try that, don't like that. And I kind of was like, okay, well, there's nothing else for me. I kind of want to branch out into some other things. But other than that, I'm going to tell you what I liked this year fragrance wise. So one of my favorites, and this is just such a staple for me, and it's one of the fragrances that I love that I'm surprised I didn't have sooner, but it's the Tocca Florence fragrance. Now, look at this bottle. Like, how pretty is this bottle? Doesn't it just read class? But this is Tocca Florence. I know this has notes of bergamot, but it's just one of those soft, feminine fragrances that just smells so pretty. Like, you'll smell on somebody, but oh, you smell good, like, you know? So for me, it's like feminine, classy, and just everything soft. I know bergamot is one of the notes. I can't think off the top of my head what the other notes are, but this is definitely one of my favorite purchases of this year. I believe this fragrance as well comes in the Sephora perfume kit that I talk about in my last Sephora haul, my VIB recommendations. If you guys are not familiar with the Sephora sampler kits, definitely pick one up. I think this is part of the best sellers, but you'll get to try like 10 fragrances and pick out your favorite. But this one is just great. If you're somebody who's like, listen, I don't want to say take too much risk, but I just like to smell soft, feminine, pretty, and not too overpowering, then this is the scent for you. They have a bunch of others in the Toca collection, but this one is like by far my top favorite fragrance. It smells so good, and I just love how it just sits on my vanity. It just smells like delicious, like delicious, delicious. Now the next fragrance that I loved, and I definitely think it was one of my must-haves for this year, I was looking for something that was like more of a warm vanilla kind of scent. I tried the Glycolic vanilla scent and it just smelled horrific on me. It turned, it stunk. It was just awful. I'm still looking to try Glycolic fragrances and find ones that matches like my body chemistry. But I was looking more so for like a vanilla kind of like sensual kind of sexy scent. I had also tried Ellis Brooklyn. They had a vanilla scent as well. That didn't do well with me so much either. I don't know. I guess my body chemistry and some of the vanillas just wasn't working. So I picked this one up and I die. So this is definitely one of my favorites. It's called Floral Street. Look at the packaging. It reminds me of Ness fragrances, but this one is called Wild Vanilla Orchid, and it just smells like everything vanilla. But not vanilla where it smells like kind of like cheapy, like Victoria's Secret-esque, no shade, but like where it smells like, oh, you just smell like a vanilla kid. No. This is like very like sexy. I think it has notes of amber, but vanilla, it just scents in my skin so well. It lasts all day. And I just love the packaging. Like it looks so pretty just sitting on my vanity. Like how pretty is this? Floral Street is one of those fragrances. One thing I feel like Sephora does well is kind of getting those niche brands, and then they have like an array of fragrances. They don't just get like one fragrance brand that has one fragrance. They get like a brand that has like 6 that you might like. So I definitely like this. If you're looking for something that has more of that kind of warm vanilla scent, and Glycolic and all of the others didn't work for you, then I definitely recommend trying this. It's so good. It's like one of my favorite fragrances of this year. My last favorite fragrance, you guys probably already know, like, and I don't care if you're gonna know, you're gonna hear it again because this means that I mean it, I love it, is the Kilian Apple Brandy. Like, I love this stuff. This stuff is amazing. The whole line, Kilian the Rocks, even smelling the whole line from Angel Share till I think it's Roses on Ice. They all smell very, very good, and they all have a peculiar scent that is like, whatever your style of fragrance is, it will probably go in one of those three. But I love this fragrance. It smells so good. The price tag on this is hefty. This is probably one of the most expensive fragrances I own. Actually, that's a lie. Tom Ford is definitely one of my most expensive fragrances. But when I tell you I had no regrets about this purchase, like I had zero regrets about this purchase. Like I bought it and I was happy and I just love it so much. If you were thinking about trying, you're looking for something different, this is probably the most different Kilian from what is on the Sephora wall per se. Kilian, I'm glad they picked them up because it's such a good fragrance. I love it. It stays on. The Brandy, the apple, it just mixes. I could wear it into fall, winter, and kind of going into the spring. So I'm super happy about this. And I love those. And those are like my 3 top picks for fragrances, the best fragrances purchases that I made this year. So just 3. I got like probably 5 fragrances this year, but these were definitely like my favorites like that I bought. Next I want to get into makeup. So this year was definitely very different for me and probably a lot of people makeup wise, because like usually like years before the pandemic I was always like, oh my god, I need to get this palette, I need to get this palette, I need to get this blush. And I just was like definitely more simplified this year. Like I didn't try many face palettes or like eyeshadow palettes. This one I'm wearing today is the Natasha Denona Sunrise, which I've had for like 2 years. But anyways, I kind of just stuck with my staples, and things that I added in were more kind of like setting sprays and things like that. But my favorite foundations ever, especially this year, I'm not even sure, they've probably been out longer than this year, but these are the 2 that I kind of just never swayed from. Like this is kind of like I'll try something new and then I'll kind of go back to my holy grails. But it's a Dose of Colors foundation. Now it's called Meet Your Hue, and I feel like a lot of people don't talk about this foundation, but this foundation is amazing. Like amazing. Like it's so good. Now I think a lot of people don't talk about it because with Dose of Colors they don't sell in store. You have to purchase it online, and it's, you know, with buying foundations that could be a little bit tricky. But I feel like if you go to the shade finder, they have a shade finder on their website, and you can kind of go and match what you usually use and kind of get what you would match to. I wear shade 131 dark for the winter, and I have a summer shade which is darker. I think it's 133. So I like it so much I bought a winter shade and I bought a summer shade, but it's so good. If you're looking for a foundation that's like medium to full coverage, you look beat in pictures, you're not too matte, then this is the foundation for you. And I feel like people don't talk about it enough, but it's really good. It's my holy grail. This is like what I'm wearing predominantly most of the time. I think I'm wearing this today actually. I love this foundation. It's like perfect, and it looks like skin, but you get the coverage, like it covers like dark spots if you have some. Love this. My next favorite beauty product of 2021 is the Nars Soft Matte Foundation. I have a review on this on my channel, and I feel like people don't talk about this enough too either. Now, probably because it's matte, and I know people love like the Nars Longwear Foundation, which is too greasy on me. Like I love a glow, but it just gets way too greasy, like too fast. And I love this. And at first I had got this and I was like, I stopped using it because all of a sudden I was too matte. And I was like, oh my God, I look so dry. This, less is more. You don't need a lot of this foundation because I find it to be pretty full coverage. But the thing is, I think the kicker that you have to just make sure your face is hydrated. Because once I kind of incorporated my essence and my moisturizer, I was fine. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, it's perfect. I look matte, but I look like my skin looks good. I don't look like dry and like, you know, when it's so dry that it just looks like just not good. This, you just have to make sure you're hydrated for it, and it's really good. Like, I wear this. This is like my wear to work foundation because I know I have to be in a mask. I know I can't really, you know what I mean? Like here I'm glowing, but at work I'm like, okay, I gotta put mask up and down pretty much predominantly all the whole day. And then I know I can't, like I have to be like lasting from pretty much 8 o'clock in the morning to whenever I get off of work, and this does it for me. Love this. With that being said, you guys know I love the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Spray. This I love so much. I'm on my 3rd bottle, but right now I'm not sure if it's still available. They have like a set that comes with 2 for $22, and that's like $2 more than the price of 1. So you get like more, what is it? More value for just buying one small one. I like the small one just because I can put it like when I'm traveling or like going somewhere, I can kind of just throw it in my bag. This is amazing, and I was not even a setting spray believer. Like, this is that good. This, I kind of put it on, especially if you have a matte foundation, you spray it on, it makes everything like melt in the skin and it lasts all day. And again, like, this is the only setting spray that I probably ever tried and like loved and noticed a difference right away in how long my product stayed. But the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless, best beauty purchase of 2021. Like, best. Like, I feel like this year I experimented with setting sprays and primers, and they all like worked for me. And next, since I'm talking about primer and face bases, the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. Now, this was a beauty fave for sure of 2021. Now, I was never a believer in primer. I was just like, no, put your foundation on, doesn't make a difference. These two together make a difference. The Pure Canvas Primer is a blurring primer. One thing that I love about this Laura Mercier primer, and probably why it was like my favorite of this year, is that you don't, like, for me, like, my skin is very particular. Like, I don't try a lot of face things because like I'll notice a difference right away. But with this, it has no silicone. And I think that's why I hated all of the other primers. I'm just realizing, like, I hated those primers because either they will roll up on my face, and when it has a ton of silicone, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it just makes me oilier. Like, I don't know, but this one is silicone free. I like how it feels like on the skin because it's almost like a light lotion, and it blurs and it makes everything stay like put. I love it. And I got the small one. I'm all about the travel size because I feel like I can actually pack along with it, and it's great and it's fine and it works. Next, my favorites. The Nars, not Nars, Pat McGrath blushes. These blushes are amazing. I kept the color Lovestruck. I did a review of this on my channel as well, but the color Lovestruck is kind of just my go-to blush. Also too, of course, when you're packing your makeup and you're going away for like a long weekend, you kind of just want everything to fit in one bag. And I have blush palettes, but like it's just becomes a lot. So I just take this one, and no matter what look I'm doing or what I'm wearing, it just goes. And like, honestly, with these blushes, less is more. Like, sometimes I'll go in and I'm like, oh crap, like this is a whole lot of blush. But I love this. The packaging is great. I love that it has a mirror. If you were thinking about trying the blushes, I know she has a palette of 3, like for the holiday, I think. I'm not sure if this color is included in that, but if you were thinking about trying and looking for a good pink, try the Lovestruck color. This is like definitely my favorites. Like, everything that I'm showing you guys is literally everything I kind of use within my beauty routine. So it's definitely like, it's definitely the truth. And since we're talking about Pat McGrath, let's just go into the Dark Star Mascara. Love this stuff. I recently bought like a sampler of different mascaras to try from like one of their holiday sets, and I still just go back to this. It is really good. And like, I say that to say, like, if you haven't tried this mascara, try it. But like, every time I go to work, because when I go to work, I'm not wearing like lashes. I'll just do mascara just because it's simpler and it's fine. It's a medical office. When I have this mascara on, people are like, oh, do you have fake lashes on? Well, your lashes look really good. And I notice when I try something else, nobody says anything. But then when I try this, people are like, oh, what's in your eyes? I'm like, this mascara. This is a really, really great mascara. So if you thought about trying this is definitely like my favorite like of 2021. Like, I try other things, I go right back here, and it's just everything and more. For brows, I use the Benefit, what is it? The Benefit Precisely My Brow, and I really don't sway from that. So when this product dropped, I was like, okay, I'll try it. Let me see if I like it. I might not like it. I may like it. I don't know. So I got the Huda Beauty Bomb Brows, and I tried this a few months ago, and I love it. It's like a really, really great pencil. If you're somebody who doesn't do well with like bigger points and you have like very fine brows, this will be really great for you because you get really precise like strokes, and like you get to really build your brow. The only feat that I have with this like is like the pencil, the tip is like very, very small, which I don't mind because that makes sense. But you cannot press hard. Like, if you press hard, it will break. I broke it like 4 or 5 times, just like going so hard. But with a light hand, it's really a great product. You just have to make sure you're not heavy at it at all. Maybe I could give my feedback to Huda and tell her, can you make the lead a little bit thicker so it doesn't break? But other than that, I really do like this product. It's like a really great product. And lastly, for my makeup, the fashion fair, you know I was all about this launch. This stick, this foundation stick, I love to use Chocolate Darling just to contour my face, and I like it to contour my face. I'm not sure if I will wear it as the foundation, but as a contour stick, it's amazing. I love the whole launch, actually. Like the lipsticks, I like the setting powder. The cream foundation, it's not as long lasting as I would want it to be, like using it future-wise, but the sticks, get a stick. Stick is great. And I use this to contour, and it's Chocolate Darling. Love this. Now next I just want to talk about, because I feel like I love beauty. I can talk about these and have these videos go on forever, like forever. But just to kind of keep it short and concise, skincare. So you guys know I love, 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 love Good Molecules. Like honestly, everything I've tried from Good Molecules, I like love. There isn't a product that I tried that I hated. Like I love everything. They're such a great skincare brand, especially if you're like looking to try new skincare, but you don't want to break the bank. I feel like it's much better than The Ordinary. But you know, let me not throw shade on this video. Yes, but anyways, Good Molecules. So recently they have a few product launches. I have so many videos about Good Molecules on my channel. I probably should do a skincare update. Not sure. But anyways, these are the products that I swear by this year. Is this the retinol? Yes. So the Glycolic exfoliating toner. So this year I kind of been practicing not over exfoliating. I used to be somebody who was exfoliating my skin like 4 to 5 times a week. Like I live for exfoliation. Like exfoliation was my middle name. But recently, like earlier this year, I tried like a Kiehl's product, and that was kind of like my booster. But I've been just kind of just exfoliating once or twice a week, and I feel like it's helped my skin. I'm definitely not as dry. I feel like I was getting really oily because I was dehydrated, and not so much anymore. So this is the Glycolic exfoliating toner. I use this at night, probably mostly 2 to 3 times a week, depending on how my skin is like acting. You know how that is. Like if my skin is being fine, then I'll do once or twice. If my skin is being funky, then I use it more 2 to 3 times. But for me, I love this because I just kind of pour it in my hands and kind of just pat it in my skin right after my essence. And it tingles my skin because I feel like I'm not like, over exfoliating. Then I put a moisturizer on top, and it really helped with my skin texture. It helped to brighten my skin. I just really love it a lot, and I think this product is like $12. And I love that it has a dark bottle, so it doesn't like get exposed. Like I love that, and I think it's really great. I've been loving it. Like I love it a lot. Like if I stick with something for more than like a few months, then I really, really love it. I've been using the Gentle Retinol Cream. I use this 2 to 3 times a week. This helps to make it helps with my skin texture. And if you're very sensitive, especially to retinol could be very, very harsh. I had tried one from Sunday Riley this year, and it was just a little too harsh. I think it was the A++, so whatever. That was a little too harsh for me. I tried this, and it's much more gentler. It's easier on my skin, and I use this 2 to 3 times a week at night, and I love it. So you gotta get this. Like this, the Glycolic toner, and the Gentle Retinol Cream. You gotta try it. It's so good. And last thing that I loved from Good Molecules, I had tried this year like a thicker eye cream. I won't say the brand because I don't like to bash things. If I don't like it, I just won't mention it. But under my under eyes is very sensitive, and of course I want to hydrate under my eyes with the eye cream. But I find that if it's thicker, it doesn't work for me. And I had a thicker eye cream, and it kind of gave me like milia under the eyes, like which is small, like little bumps, and I was like, okay, I can't use that because like that's horrible. And obviously, like when you get little bumps under your eyes, it's not like you can exfoliate under your eyes because the skin under there is so sensitive and thin. So I've been using the Yerba Mate Wake Up Gel. As you can see, like I'm not sure if you can see, but I've used this, and it's just an eye gel. It helps with hydration, it helps with puffiness, and I just like this because it's lightweight and has that gel feel, gel texture, and it worked perfectly for my under eyes because it's just light and thin. I can't really do the creams, even though the creams like feel really good and you think it's like, oh my god, it's thick, it's going to help. Like the under eye is the thinnest layer of skin, so I feel like you know, I feel like it's more purposeful to use something a little bit thinner since it's a thin area of skin, not something so thick, because I mean, it's thick, but is it really penetrating the under eye area? Probably not, but you know, what do I know? So I like this Yerba Wake Up Eye Gel. It's just hydrating and smooth. It's great under concealer. My concealer doesn't like crack or like kind of, you know, get like lines in it. Love this. I clearly am almost done with this product, but I use it day and night. They recommend using it in day because it's a wake up eye gel, but I use it at night and I just find it to be so hydrating and so simple, and I love it. And lastly, lifestyle wise, I love candles. Like, candles are my thing. I love the Jackie Forever Mood. That was great. I only bought it once because I feel like for the size, you know, $38 a little steep, but I did like that candle a lot. I love my Bath and Body candles. I have one like lighting in the back. But I really love the Fenty Skin Butter. Love this. This is like my third jar, and I was just like, oh, I don't need to spend that on that. It's just okay. But like, I went back and bought it because it's just so good. I was using a Trader Joe's like body butter. And you know how body butter is, like I had one and it was just kind of just going in my skin and just looked like that. I was like, okay, like I'm hydrated. This one makes your body like glisten. So if you were thinking about trying it, it's worth it, girl. Just pick it up. Like, just pick it up. It's just, it has a light scent. It's fine for me. And you get that hydration. Oh my God, my hands are so dry. But like, you get that hydration where you kind of get that shimmer on the body. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you want to put, I want to put my body cream on and have a little sheen. You know what I mean? I want to look glossy. It's perfect if you're wearing a dress, get your legs out. And it's hydrating. So it's actually hydrating and you get that sheen, which is great. Love that. And lastly, you know, you guys know how I feel about the Ouai body scrub. This is my second jar. Like, I repurchased this. I didn't want to, but I repurchased it because it's that good. If you just want to have a shower and then just feel like clean, but like, I don't know what it does. It's just like when you're in the shower and it's like, it just feels so soft. It's not abrasive. Like some scrubs, like I used to use like apricot scrub on my body and that's not the same. This is not it. It's not the same experience. So I definitely say if you want a great shower experience, if you're looking for something that melts in the skin, you feel hydrated and the skin is just like soft, then definitely pick up this Ouai Scalp and Body Scrub. Like, it's so good that I'm like in the shower, I'm like, oh no, I can't use it all. It's just that good. And I love that. And that is my favorite beauty products, makeup and skincare for 2021. What was your favorite skincare, beauty, fragrance product of 2021? Let me know in the comments. Like, I feel like it was a tight collection for me, but these were definitely my favorites, things that were repurchased, things I have repurchased because, you know, my beauty, I keep it tight. Like, if I don't like it, it doesn't make it in. But I loved everything. I love my Toca fragrance. This is probably one of my favorites along with the Kilian. Let me know. Do you have anything that you want to try off this list of items that I said? Let me know what you guys think. You guys, Happy New Year. Happy holidays. It's not the new year yet, but it will be soon. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching my channel. I appreciate you all. My community has grown so much and I appreciate you just watching. If you stuck to the end, thank you so much. And until next, guys, be safe and be well. Bye.